Warning, what you're about to see may contain spoilers. If you don't want to be spoiled, I advise you leave, go watch or read, come back, finish the video, comment, and enjoy. Peace.
Hey, what it do, man? If you already didn't know me, it's your big homie Tesmo Gizmo, and we are back, man, with another review for episode 3 of The Rising of the Shield Hero. And man, let me just say, starting off, this episode was fire. I mean, just pure fire from start to end. The development, like, you open up, you see Naofumi just sitting there going through his, going through the different skill trees of his shield, just like he's absorbed so much stuff. He's like, I got too many abilities and I kind of don't know what to do with it. And out of nowhere, you hear Raphtalia, and you're assuming it's the same Raphtalia, but to your surprise, nope. Raphtalia done grew up a little bit, and she's level 18 already, so that lets you know they've been putting in work. I mean, they've really been grinding and putting in work. So they get back to the city, and they're just pretty much saying the waves are getting ready to come, and like they need to upgrade their armor and stuff. But Naofumi's more so pointing this out towards Raphtalia, and Raphtalia's like, no, this is more about you. She's like, I'll be fine. And we come to find out with this evolved version of Raphtalia, who grew up rather fast, she ain't taking no junk off nobody. She's speaking her mind. She's still obedient, but she has more of an opinion. She's not a child in the sense she doesn't look like a child, so you assume she's no longer a child. And everybody apparently in the city, to Naofumi, everybody's lolicons. They all got it out for overly grown, hypersexually sensualized children who look like grown women. And kids, basically anywhere they go, everybody's pointing out how beautiful she is or how cute she is, just giving her extra stuff. It perks with being a pretty girl, comes with the perks of being a pretty girl. And even OG Son and the blacksmith, he's like, she's cute, she's beautiful. And Naofumi's like, yeah, I guess so. He doesn't view her like that. He really doesn't look at her like that. So basically, she puts her foot down saying, no, we need to get you some armor. They get a discount on this nice new sword for Raphtalia. And boom, everything is what it is. And then from there, we transition over to learning more about what the waves are, how they get the countdown to the waves. Like, the blacksmith has a lot of knowledge. He basically lets them know that according to the dragon hourglasses, they get teleported to the locations of the varying waves where they'll take place. So any of the heroes and their parties, they'll eventually just get thrown there. And I didn't think the blacksmith would have all that kind of knowledge, but he does. So you see Naofumi basically go towards the dragon hourglass, and it interacts with his shield, and it shows a timer. Basically, it shows him the timer, and they had was it roughly 20 hours into the next next wave hit. So at this point, they're trying to get this armor, boom. But while they're at the hourglass, guess who shows up? You guessed it, man. The other heroes show up. So you see Mr. Steal Your Girl Speed Hero, you see Ren, you see the bow hero, I can never remember, Itsuki, I think that's his name. They show up, and basically they're like, oh, you still wearing that drab armor, why don't you get you some good stuff? Basically talking trash to Naofumi. Man, I already know, they know that man ain't got nothing like that. He got disowned by the kingdom, and old knucklehead princess done lied on him and got the whole city in the world thinking bad about him. But that's not important. So in Naofumi, he's gritting his teeth, and he's not trying to say nothing. You can tell he's already hella frustrated. He's just like, man, I'm not gonna go here with them. I'm not doing this. I just came here to get the timers. And then here come Mr. Steal Your Girl running up on Raphtalia. It's like, oh, whispering sweet nothings, like, you too cute to be with Naofumi, all this other stuff. And then you see old dickhead princess talking about, oh, you swooning over this beast human, like this demi-human that's no good. And Raphtalia kind of getting sucked into it, but she snaps out of it. She's like, no, I've sworn my allegiance to Naofumi. They're basically saying no, so just leave me be. And Naofumi grabs her by the hand, says that we're leaving. And then he gets past Ren and Itsuki, and Ren's just like, don't hold us back, or basically don't slow us down when the waves come. Like, you're trash. Plain and simple, don't be trash. And at this point, Naofumi's walking out, and he's still hella frustrated and gloomy. And it's not a good thing, because Raphtalia doesn't know about what's happened. And even Mr. Steal Your Girl, Spear Hero, yells that out right before they leave. Like, you do know about the rumors, right? You know, nothing good will come to you being with Naofumi, and just it's just bull. It's pure trash, man. But other than that, getting ready to go to the countdown of the wave. When the wave actually triggers, they get teleported right away, and they're outside of the city from the last episode that Naofumi was selling goods and trading and gaining information from, loot. So, you know, you open up and you see the sky just turning into this whole completely weird different color, and all these monsters are raining down from zombies, zombie bees, you know, just stuff you wouldn't particularly expect. And the city of Loot is currently in danger, but all the main three heroes, bow, spear, and sword, they're off in the center of the fight, not focusing on the people around them. Like, you know, you're pretty much, they're doing what they're supposed to do, but at the same time, there's always more that you can be doing. Like, you want to focus on the main fight, but you also want to help the people you're summoned here to protect, or an allegiance and alignment with what you want to do, which is protect and still take care of the wave that's there. But because the sword hero and spear and bow are off doing their thing, Naofumi's like, well, nobody's there protecting the city of Loot, you know, and they're just, well, the little town of Loot, sorry. So him and Raphtalia rush off there, and Loot's kind of in danger. You see most of the people just getting either surrounded by the monsters. No one's died in a sense, but Naofumi and Raphtalia are basically doing their best in between things to try and stop any danger that they see. So, you know, Naofumi stepping in the way to draw the attention of all the monsters, and he telling Raphtalia to gather everybody and get them away. Like, that was her thing. So Naofumi took it upon himself because he has the highest defense, and he knows he can still die, but he doesn't plan on dying. So he's like, I'm just gonna, you know, I'm gonna become the distraction. You get everyone out of here. And so that goes into motion. You see Naofumi doing everything he can, from like just using his different abilities, you know, stopping people, saving a mother and child from getting hit, saving a group of people who were surrounded by the damn zombies from getting stabbed and also bludgeoned and killed, pretty much. And then he's just like, you know, there's got to be more that I can do, because there's still so many of them, and it's only just him for right now. Raphtalia is off doing everything else. So he spots the tower in the center of the actual village, and he climbs up and he starts, you know, ringing the bell, just, you know, trying to gather all the monsters' attention as best he can, while, you know, amidst still running through and blocking anything that he can along the way. And he does get their attention, and I mean, he gets their attention. He gets almost a good chunk of it, and they swarm upon this tower, and you see the zombies crawling up and the bees kind of just flying up into the air. And then he's just like, you know what, I gotta do what I gotta do. So he ends up lighting the tower on fire, and, you know, jumping off using the rope shield to, you know, safely get himself away. And it's still not enough. Like, there's only still so much that one can do. Despite all that, seeing him do as much as he had inspired the villagers to actually try and step in. You know, they wanted to help. They wanted to be of some type of assistance to Naofumi, because, you know, he's risking life and limb, whereas the other heroes are often the center of the fight. Like, and that's not to say there's anything bad with that. There really isn't, but it's just, you got 4 heroes and only 1 hero is technically caring about the people, while the others are just off bussing down the boss of the fight, which that's what you want to do. But again, your job is to protect and serve. You still want to be able to protect people, and you still want to get the job done. So I'm not sure how that's going to balance out, or what's the best way to actually look into that and balancing it out. But we'll get past that. So as the townspeople rally around to kind of, you know, help Naofumi and show that they've come around to being thankful for him saving them, you get to see what I'm assuming is like a demi boss, or like just some upper echelon type of monster. You get this really big juggernaut zombie who's pretty much about to get them wrecked. He's about to wreck everybody, and they're just like, you know, Naofumi's like, no, get away, like, you know, don't. He appreciates it, but there's not much that they can do. So he's just gonna do whatever he can, the best he can, to try and stop this. And out of nowhere, you see Raphtalia come in, and boom, she slices the beast, and they got it. They took it down, and they're just like, oh, that's great. You know, they've assumed they've got the city or the little village as safe as they can get it. And nope, that doesn't seem to be the case, because as they're looking up, they're still coming. The monsters are still coming. They're still just going about it and destroying. But some moment they look up and notice it looks like fireworks, but it's not fireworks. It's really not fireworks. It's actually the spell of one of the royal knights raining fire down upon the village. And it's at this moment Nafumi's like, Raphtalia, get here, and he blocks the flames with his shield. Some weird ability that comes over when he cloaks up and puts the shield on top, like I guess a special defensive barrier. And they're just raining down and still taking out the monsters, and you just hear the knights laughing like, oh, we took them all out. He's like, not sure if there was anybody in there of importance, but the royal knights don't give a damn. They're doing what they please. And now Fumi's telling Raphtalia, he's like, they didn't even care that we were here, or more or less they didn't acknowledge, or they didn't worry that there may be somebody involved or still here that could get taken out by that. And you see Raphtalia don this really agitated face, and she just rushes, like just comes straight from under the cape once once the shield goes down, and like just puts her sword right up to one of the knights, and it's blocked by, I'm assuming, like a vice captain, because the main captain, come to find out, is behind him, and boy, that face he's making, yeah, he was shook. But she hits them with the coldest line ever. It was just so nasty. She was pretty much saying, like, you didn't give a care, so based on your answer, I'm gonna have your head. If you literally telling me that you didn't care for Nafumi and he's in here doing his job, I'm gonna have your head. And the knights is just like, you dare raise your sword to a knight? So they're just like, hold on, like, draw your swords. He's telling all his men, draw his sword, draw the swords. And Nafumi's like, Raphtalia, back down. not out of fear, but he's just like, there's no point going there with them, because then Nafumi's like, it just be more entertaining to watch y'all become zombie feed. And he got this really maniacal look on his face, and all the men are just like, what, like, oh, get into formation. This is the actual captain talking about, everybody get in formation, and like, know what, Raphtalia and Nafumi step in and actually take down the juggernaut that was gonna kill them. And then just like, oh, whatever, we're just gonna head over to the other 3 main heroes. This is the actual captain and a few of the other guys, but you see the vice captain kind of have this disdained look on his face, like, oh man, he did kind of save us, and I ain't gonna lie, like, he's protecting the people, because Nafumi basically stated the exact same thing when they rained down the fire on the village, like, you guys are here to protect, but you're not protecting anything, you're destroying more so anything else, because this is these people's village, this is where they live, but you aren't doing anything but destroying their home. So the vice captain, he yells out for his actual team to get in I think it's phalanx formation, or flank 6 formation. I am terrible with the names. I will let you know that now. Please do not judge me. But they get into formation, and these are actual knights who also kind of had the same look on their face, like, he makes a point. He does make a good point. So they help Nafumi and Raphtalia start battling some of the remaining horde that's in loot, which I thought was a really nice thing, because they could do that much, damn. And we transition out of that into seeing actually a few of the abilities from the other heroes. So we see I think Itsuki using the wind arrow, Ren using some crimson slash, looks kind of fire, and then Mr. Steal Your Girl using lightning spear on what appears to be a chimera of some sort. So I'm assuming this is the boss of the actual wave this time around. So they all use their abilities on it, and they end it, and Spear Hero actually ended its life. And they finish out, and the wave clears, and the skies kind of open back up, and they go back to normal, and they're just still back in loot. And you see the people trying to recover from everything that's happened, and Nafumi and Raphtalia looking around like, they did the best that they could, and the people are actually thankful to Nafumi. It's like, thank you for helping us and actually assisting and saving us as best that they could. And it meant a lot. And you still see the knights there kind of just, especially the vice captain. The others had already gone ahead, they caught up with the 3 heroes, but the ones who stayed behind, that vice captain, he had this look on his face like he was in between, not sure of how to feel, but he knew what his obligatory duty was. So it's just that I'm on the lookout for him. I'm on the lookout for him to see what may come of him. And you see Raphtalia and Nafumi basically stating again, they wanted to prevent, or to the best of their ability, at least try and prevent any more children from going through what Raftalia went through when she was a child and the waves struck her village. And that's kind of the last thing we see from them in the village of Loot. And we transition out to the dragon to the dragon hourglass again, which I will let you know, it holds a lot of importance later in the show. It's going to be very important. This hourglass will always be so important. Other than just giving us the time of when the waves are going to hit, it has a lot of importance. And you know, we see it flip over and it starts the countdown all over again. So there's going to be many waves, many battles to come. There's going to be more abilities to be seen, more fights, and like I said, it's just getting better from here. But man, if you like anything about this, please let me know down in the comment sections. Again, if you got any speculations or you just want to chat with your boy about the episode, let me know. We can go back and forth. I'm willing to go back and forth. That's what I'm here for, man. But other than that, I'll holler at y'all. Peace. Catch you later for episode 4.